Hi boys and girls, welcome back to Mr. Brakefield Reads. It is Sunday and it is a much cooler day than it was the last time I uploaded a video, which was on Wednesday. It was so warm last week. So in one way it's quite nice that it's a bit cooler. In another, it's not great that it's raining so much, but never mind. Anyway, we're reading at the moment, reading Trouble Next Door. That was the book we started last time, and we met a main character called Bella, and Bella had moved into a new house. Well, it was a new house to her and her family, but she discovered it wasn't as new as she might have been expecting. It was quite an old house, and she wasn't particularly pleased about this new old house of hers. So her parents seemed to be. They were very happy, but she wasn't. And then the very first night that they were in the house, she heard a strange flapping sound up in the attic and convinced herself that it must be a ghost. Her mum said, no, it isn't a ghost, but we can go and check tomorrow morning anyway, and that's where we left off. Bella eventually got to sleep, but not after lots of worry about this ghost up in the attic. Anyway, next chapter is called A Nice Surprise. Bella was sitting on the front doorstep feeling grumpy. And there she was. And there she is. It wasn't fair. She told Sid there was a ghost in their attic and he wanted to see it. But Mum said there was nothing there and they should go out to play, even though she'd promised they would look for it in the morning. Mum and Dad were really busy. Dad was laying a new carpet in the living room and Mum was scrubbing and polishing every available surface. Bella was bored. It was all right for Sid. He was happy poking a stick around in the earth, but Bella didn't know what to do. She wished she had someone to play with. "Hello," said a voice, and she looked around. There was no one to be seen. "Hello," said the voice again. "I'm here." Bella and Sid sprang to their feet. The voice seemed to be coming from the cottage next door. But when they peered over the wall, there was nobody there. Just a messy garden with a jumble of wild flowers and grass and a big sprawling tree thick with leaves. "Look up," commanded the voice. It was coming from high up in the tree. Two bare legs appeared, then a pair of dusty pink shorts, a rather grubby white t-shirt with a mermaid on it, and finally a head. A girl dangled from a branch for a second, arms outstretched. Then she raised her legs and started swinging higher and higher. Suddenly she launched herself into the air, did a backward somersault, and landed the right way up, arms straight like a gymnast. And there she is. "Wow," said Bella. "Wow," said Sid. "Hello," she repeated, dusting herself down. "I'm Magda." "I'm Bella, and this is Sid," replied Bella. Then she remembered her manners. "How do you do?" "How do I do what?" asked Magda. Her voice sounded different. "That's what you say to be polite," said Bella. The children examined each other curiously. Bella thought that she would like to have long, fair plaits and bright blue eyes like Magda. "I like your plaits," she said. "I like your curls," replied Magda. "And his." She pointed to Sid. Sid grinned at Magda. "I'm 5, he said. "How old are you?" 8. "I'm 8 too," said Bella, pleased. "Twins," said Magda, and Bella was even more pleased. "Do you live here?" she asked. "I do now," said Magda. "I used to live in Poland." "Where's that?" Magda shrugged. "A long way away." "I used to live a long way away too," said Bella sadly. "I don't know anybody around here." "You know me," said Magda. "Can I come and play in your back garden? It's got raspberries in it." Raspberries and rhubarb. Bella and Sid hadn't been in their back garden yet. They went out of their front gate and followed Magda around to the back. Their garden was huge and very untidy. Magda knew all about it. She showed them where the raspberries were, growing wild on tall, thin stems. Mmm, she said, popping one into her mouth. And another, and another. Then she said generously, "Help yourselves." Bella picked a big fat one and bit into it. It burst on her tongue in an explosion of juice. "I never knew raspberries grew in gardens," mumbled Sid, cramming them into his mouth as fast as he could. "I thought you bought them in a shop for a special treat." "You're funny," laughed Magda, and Sid laughed too, but Bella knew he wasn't joking. "You've got blackberries as well," said Magda. "Where?" Sid couldn't believe his luck. "Over there." Magda pointed to the hedge. "But they won't be ready till the end of summer. Here's some rhubarb. That's ready to eat now." Magda pointed to some flat green leaves. Bella snapped one off and felt its rubbery surface. "Just the stalks, not the leaves," warned Magda. "They're poisonous." Bella dropped the rhubarb leaf in horror and rubbed her hand on her jeans, trying to get rid of the poison. "They can't hurt you if you touch them, only if you eat them," explained Magda, who seemed to know everything. They picked some more raspberries and sat down to eat them. Soon their hands and faces were stained bright red with raspberry juice. "Our house is really old," said Bella, gazing up at it. "I know," said Magda. "Mine is too." "Our house has got a ginormous fireplace," said Sid, stretching his arms as wide as he could. "Can I see it?" asked Magda. "Okay," said Sid, and led the way proudly into the house. Just like home. Inside, there was a nice surprise. Dad had finished laying the new carpet, which was a lovely soft pink, Bella's favourite colour. Mum had finished polishing, and all the furniture was in place. Even the television was plugged in, ready for action, and the books and the ornaments were neatly arranged on the shelves. "What do you think?" asked Mum. Mum and Dad looked hot and tired after all their hard work, but very pleased with themselves. "It's just like home," cried Bella. "Only cleaner and tidier," said Sid. Mum smiled. "Who's this?" "Magda. She lives next door." "Can I put my shorts on?" said Bella, who wanted to be exactly like her new friend. There they are, Magda and Bella together. "When we've unpacked them," said Mum. "Magda, does your mother know you're here?" "She's at work," explained Magda. "Babsia's looking after me." "Who's Babcha?" asked Bella, because that's what it sounded like. "Grandma." "Does she know where you are?" asked Mum. Magda shrugged. "I guess. I often come here to play, in the garden I mean, because of the raspberries." "Tell you what," said Mum. "I could do with a nice cup of tea after all our hard work. I'll ask her to join us. Then we can all get to know each other properly." "Good idea," said Dad. "I'll put the kettle on." And he went off to the kitchen to make the tea. "Won't be long," said Mum, looking excited at the thought of making friends with the neighbours. "Bella, you're in charge." Bella drew herself up to her full height as Mum, with one more satisfied look around her sparkling new room, disappeared out of the front door. Okay, well, we're going to leave it there for now, but next time, on Wednesday, maybe we'll find out more about Babcha. I didn't know that's how you pronounced it, but yeah, Babcha. So we'll find out more about Magda's grandma, perhaps. It all seems a bit mysterious, and this Magda seems a little bit strange, really, doesn't she? She's very familiar. She's very sociable, which can be a good thing, a really good thing. But when somebody's very, very friendly, it can seem a little bit strange, can't it? So we'll see. But she certainly knows Bella's garden much, much better than Bella does. Anyway, I wonder if you've got fruit growing in your garden. I've got some fruit hopefully growing soon. So I've got some tomato plants at the moment, which are looking pretty good. There's no tomatoes on them at the minute, but there's some flowers, and they'll turn into tomatoes. We've got an apple tree, but that's pretty new, and unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any apples on there this year. And then we've got a pear tree as well, and again, that's not going to have any pears on it this year either. So my garden's not great for fruit at the moment, but I wonder if yours is. It'd be interesting to know. and to find out. Anyway, in the meantime, before Wednesday, happy reading and enjoy all your wonderful learning that you're doing at home as well. All right, I'll see you Wednesday. Bye, boys and girls.